Hello, my name is David Llopis Castelló, and I am an assistant professor at Universidad Politécnica de Valencia. This screencast aims at defining the concept of road safety plan and determining its importance in road safety management. The main objectives of this screencast are to define the concept of road safety plan, to determine the content of a road safety plan as well as its stages, and to enumerate some global road safety plans and their objectives. A road safety plan is a tool that allows us to design the way to change or enhance road safety in a specific city, region, or country. In other words, a road safety plan defines a set of actions to improve road safety after analyzing the current road safety situation and is usually developed by highway administrations. The road safety plans must be designed taking into account the following two aspects. It must be designed from a multi-sectoral approach, that is, considering and involving the different actors and sectors related to road safety and its components in an active way. And it must be based on the reality and priorities of each context. Regarding this, remember that a measure which worked in another region or country might not work in your region. Although these priorities can be different among cities, regions, or countries, there are 5 elements that you should consider in any road safety plan. The objective, where are you going towards? The goals, what would you want to achieve? The scope, which are your limits? The implementation or activities, what do you need to reach the goals? And challenges, what obstacles might appear and how to face with them. Every road safety plan must consist at least of 3 stages: the implementation, the monitoring, and the evaluation. The monitoring or supervision is a process that allows us to observe and determine the progress of the implementation. Therefore, it's very important to consider in this stage the adjustment or redesign of our activities. On the other hand, the evaluation is the final stage of the plan. It allows us to identify our improvements and determine in which percentage the objectives and goals were achieved. Both stages are very important, since they provide us the evidence and data needed to know the opportunity areas and the results of the activities that you are carrying out. Among the different benefits of having a road safety plan, we should highlight the following ones. The first one is the greater knowledge of the road safety situation. While you are researching the information needed to design the plan, you can identify the features of the situation and the current context, as well as the different sectors and actors involved, and the obstacles that you might find. The second one is to work to achieve an objective. Having clear the objective and goals, as well as the scope, allows us to focus on achieving them, and therefore the risk of taking erroneous or non-effective decisions reduces. And finally, the third one is the capability of enhancement along the time. The implementation of the different actions or activities proposed in the plan and its monitoring and assessment will allow us to learn from our success and failures. You should know that although a country has a national road safety plan, developing local road safety plans in cities or regions can also be interesting to address specific or particular road safety issues. Finally, it's important to highlight those global road safety plans which are internationally known. The first is the Decade of Action for Road Safety, which was developed by the World Health Organization and was based on 5 pillars. 1. Road safety management. 2. Safer roads and mobility. 3. Safer vehicles. 4. Safer road users. And 5. Post-crash response. The main objective of this plan was to stabilize and then reduce the forecast level of road traffic fatalities around the world by 2020. The second one is the European Road Safety Action Programme, which was elaborated by the European Commission and focused on these 7 strategic objectives. The main objective of this program was to reduce the number of road fatalities by 50% until 2020. This plan has been uploaded for the next decade, and now the main intervention areas are 1. Infrastructure, safe roads and roadsides. 2. Safe vehicles. 3. Safe road users. And 4. Fast and effective emergency response. As you can observe, these main intervention areas are related to the 5 pillars proposed by the World Health Organization. And last but not least, we should also consider the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development proposed by the United Nations, which includes road safety in the Sustainable Development Goals number 3 and 11. Specifically, these objectives are 3.6, by 2020, halve the number of global deaths and injuries from road traffic accidents, and 11.2. By 2030, provide access to safe, affordable, accessible, and sustainable transport systems for all, improving road safety, notably by expanding public transport. If you want to learn more about these plans, you can visit their websites. These are the conclusions of this screencast. A road safety plan is a set of actions to enhance road safety on the current road network developed by Highway Administration. Usually, these plans have 5 elements: 1 objective, 2 goals, 3 scope, 4 implementation, and 5 challenges. Additionally, each plan has 3 stages: implementation, monitoring, and evaluation. With these conclusions, we finish the screencast. Thank you for your attention.